Alright, seeing as I am kind of running out of patience and I've been listening to a lot of rock songs that are a bit more fast paced than this bullshit, let's go straight into just chatting, shall we? Hello! Hi! God fucking damn it. Stop with the soda pop, for the love of God! Have mercy on mine, poor soul! Jesus! Hold on, let me lower it. Excuse me. Let me lower the music volume for just a moment, yeah. And so that you guys can just barely hear the music at negative 45 decibels. This should be fine, right? Probably. This will be fine. This will be a-okay. Most likely. Not. Anyway! Where is it? There we go. We're back. Alright. Alright. Welcome in, Chris, Shadow, Dex, Pingu, and who else? Whoever else is here that I missed. Welcome in, happy to see all of you. It has been around 4 days, but I was gone for a good reason. I was gone for a good reason. That reason being uni. Just a lot of uni. And for those who are curious what happened in the previous streams, it's just basically me playing Palworld with friends, sometimes alone, sometimes not. But yeah, the last stream may or may not have gone up in flames. OBS crashed on me, so I managed to fix OBS, and yeah, yeah. Quick question: is it normal to see cicada in the Philippines? Yeah. Like the bugs? Am I right? Hold on. Cicada. Yeah, cicada. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, it is the bugs. Yeah, it's normal. Those are fucking noisy ass bitches. I swear, there was one time, right? Already into the chatting thing, right? There was one time I was staying in Leyte with whatchamacallit. For those who don't know, right? Leyte is like a province in the middle part of the Philippines called Visayas. So Leyte is right there. So there was one time when I was staying there with my family, you know, just on a little vacation before everything turned to shit. That was way before I was streaming, and a while before whatchamacallit, a long while before I even started making videos for you guys. But I have one right now in your light bulb. What the fuck? I don't know how that happened, but okay, sure, neat. But anyway, yeah. Oh, it's a circular. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I think I actually have that. Is it the one that it changes colors? It changes colors, right? Mine changes from like a soft, like warm orange to white. And then to a very soft hue of blue. Yeah. That, yeah. Yeah, I have one. Well, I had one. I'm not really using it anymore because I don't really use changing colors too much. But yeah, I actually had one. And I can see how those get there. But how do those even get in your house? Most of the time, I don't even know where cicadas are. I just hear them. Also, hey, Demonic, welcome up. See you here. What's up? How you doing? Anyway, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. You missed pretty much nothing. Just me and Chris having the same kind of lights. But yeah, back to the little story, right? So I was staying in Leyte, you know, for those who missed it. Leyte is a province in the Philippines, in the middle part, called Visayas. So there, I was staying in Leyte with my family, you know. I was on a little vacation with them, and of course, you know, if any of you know of Filipino culture, right? Like, obviously some of you guys are Filipino, so obviously some of you should know them. So friggin', if you guys know how, like, old style the provinces are in the Philippines, right? If whoever knows what a bahay kubo is, it's basically a straw house, right? Like those little houses with like bamboo floors and like wooden pillars, stuff like that. Yeah, and the kind that barely has any electricity running through and has zero Wi-Fi capabilities. Yeah, those. And the kind that is kind of located like at least in front of a forest and near a main road, right? And whenever it's dark, it gets dark there, right? So again, going back, right? I was staying there with my family on a vacation, and we were about to go to sleep, right? we were gonna go to sleep, and I just couldn't get to sleep, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yabai Kubo, straw house. Yeah, that. So basically, we were going to sleep, right? I was getting bombarded by my mother, just, Maki, go to sleep, go the fuck to sleep. It's so late at night and yada yada yada. So, the reason why I couldn't sleep, and I don't know how they dealt with this, right? But the reason why I couldn't sleep is because of there was always like a horde of cicadas making noise outside, like. I know that's not what a cicada sounds like, but humor me for a bit, right? Anyway. Welcome in, Julian. Welcome in. Happy to see you. What's up? Been a while, by the way. And yeah, so all night, right? All night, it was just cicadas upon cicadas, just making noise over and over again. And whenever I thought that they would go silent, right? Like whenever it gets to that point where you can barely even hear the cicadas at that point, like it becomes like part of the background noise along with, you know, the wind and some passerbys walking by, right? So it got to the point where I would almost ignore the cicadas, but they would just up and stop, right? They would just go up and stop. Yeah, it practically became white noise, right? And they would just stop, and the peace, the pure utter relief that came into my soul was absolute euphoria. I swear to God, like if relief could make someone come, right? They'd be coming for days, right? They would be secreting semen for days, brother. It was just that good. It felt that good, right? To have such peace for you to finally sleep. But not even 5 minutes later, they started making noise again. Like fucking fuck that shit, man. Can't anymore. So what I did, what I freaking did was, I got up and got a like a little flashlight, right? Of course we had like flashlights there. It wasn't that bad, right? Also, Nemia, hi, welcome in. So, and don't. Yeah, they are edging you, right? Because don't get me wrong, this was after like 2 hours of not being able to sleep because of what? Oh. Anyway, so this was like around 2 whole hours of like not being able to sleep, and the pure absolute tranquility that they gave me once they stopped for like 5 minutes was enough for me to skip out a whole month of No Nut November, because holy shit, man, it was just that good. But then, you know, they came back, and what I did was I came out and got a flashlight and just shined around and like shooing away every single cicada that I could find. So at the end of that night, it was probably like around 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. I finally got my sleep. I laid down, and Jesus Christ, I only slept for 2 fucking hours because apparently people in the province wake up so early. People in the provinces wake up way too early, man. Like they wake up at around like 4 a.m. right? And Jesus Christ, I did not like this. I was so cranky the next day, and the next day it was yeah, it is very real, right? And yes, this is indeed a side of me that not a lot of people can see because I'm not that freaky usually, but I really am freaky IRL. So yeah, my my what do you call it? My friends, right? I like in the past year, right? like early 2025, me and my friends would go out a lot, right? Because we were, on a massive break, right? Yeah, I had a massively bad hair day there. So yeah, we had a big break because, classes ended and, it's time for like semester break and shit. So what we did was we always went out like every week. And since, I got my paycheck from YouTube, money wasn't really a problem for me back then. And yeah, even though I probably should have been, saving up. You have to wake up at 5:30. Well, I wake up at 4 now. Why? Because my uni starts at around 7, right? Starts at around 7:30, and at 4, right, I would take like around an hour to fully get my shit together, right? I put on my uniform, I take a bath, put on my uniform, put on, the necessities and shit. I make sure that everything in my bag is up to standard and shit, and I make sure everything is perfect before I leave, because in uni, right, for those who don't really know of the uni experience, I'm sure some of you know of it, but for those who are just going into uni, right, high school and uni are two different monsters in and of itself, right? Don't get me wrong, both are still rather hard, right? Like, even though a lot of people say like, oh, college is so fucking hard, yes, it is, but it's not as bad as people would say, right? College or uni is not as bad as people think, right? The main thing that's bad about it, that people complain about, is the time constraint, right? And also the fact that your professors won't hold your hand for the entire, year, right? What they basically do in uni is, they throw you some shit to do, and from time to time they'll discuss the lesson briefly, right? And after discussing the lesson, they're just gonna leave you to be, right? They're gonna let you do your thing and self-study, right? If you don't self-study, you're fucked. You're just fucked, and you can't really ask your professors about it, because the only thing they're gonna be answering is like how some shit excuse me, like how shit works in a certain topic, or how the LMS works. For those who don't know what an LMS is, it's called the Learning Management System, and my uni started using it recently. And yeah, they basically put some their material on that, like the lessons and screenshots and notes and shit, and even some some what do you call it? They put lessons there, some activities, yeah, those activities, projects. That's where they put some stuff in, and also that's also where they put certain projects in. You gotta pass it on online and shit. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going back, right? I'm back. Yeah, that. Basically, I'm not your parent who's going to hold your hand every day. You're an adult now. Act like it. Yeah, exactly. Right? And for the babies out there, they will probably not like the first few weeks of college, or even like the first few months of college, because like, how things are these days, right? Y'all know Gen Alpha, right? They are so goddamn focused on like TikTok and games and shit. Like, we all know how young Gen Alpha is, right? Gen Alpha is usually around elementary to very, very early junior high, right? And yeah, so they are not gonna survive very well, because these days, right, the teachers in schools may or may not be yeah, it is very annoying to hear about the generation. Don't even get me started, brother. But anyway, yeah, teachers are such pussies these days that they're the ones who adjust to the people, the kids, right? They're the ones who adjust to the kids, right? Like, I get it if they're around like very early elementary, but if they're already almost in high school, or already in high school, even in junior high, you don't hold their hand for that much, brother. You don't hold the child's hand that much. That they will become very, very dependent. That makes it worse, right? I don't know about you guys, right? But I grew up in a academically a somewhat academically strict household, right? Like my mother doesn't ask for much, right? She's not like as strict as some Asian parents are, gladly, but we're still a military household, so there is still like a certain level of strictness that we have. So welcome in next, by the way. What's up? What's up? And me and my brother, right? We were raised to be like proper human beings, and I'm not even gonna bring like gender into this, like proper men and that bullshit, right? And oh shit. Not my best, but okay. Anyway, so whatchamacallit? Where was I? Where was I? Shadow, where was I? I lost myself. Shadow, help me. Where was I, Shadow? Shadow, where was I? Where was I in the story? Shadow. I forgot the parents thing. Oh yeah, right. So yeah, right. Me and my brother were raised to be like, whatchamacallit, proper human beings, right? We were raised to be independent, right? So that when, you know, we were raised to not be so reliant on our parents once we... Oh, thank you. We were raised to be not so reliant on our parents once we grow up and shit. So... like, so that when, you know, the time comes that our mother finally goes on, you know, passes on and dies, we won't be crying around, like, doing nothing, twiddling our thumbs, thinking about what's gonna be for dinner tonight, right? So, I don't know what it's like in other countries. Like, I know in Asia, right? Very specifically in Asia, a lot of parents are very strict about grades and shit. But, when it comes to Filipino households, we are very respectful and very, very much independent, right? We are trained to be hard workers, and this new generation is not getting trained to be hard workers, because think about this, right? They grew up on ChatGPT. They grew up on Google Lens. Like, does anyone remember the time when Google didn't even have the whatchamacallit, the voice prompt, right? Where you talk to Google and it searches up things for you based on what you say, right? Does anybody remember those times, right? That's so real. I'm so glad that my parents taught me to not depend on others, because the amount of times I had to solo a group project. Exactly, right? That's a thing too. Like, even in college they bring that, right? I thought that, like, at first, before I got into uni, I thought that people would, you know, whatchamacallit, like, be more cooperative when it comes to, you know, college, because you are, like, majority of the people in college are in their 20s. Like, sometimes the youngest in my class is like 19, right? That's the youngest in my class. So whatchamacallit, the youngest in my class is 19, so you'd expect people to not be so dependent on, like, others, and, you know, do the tasks they're assigned to. Like, sure, we're gonna have leaders, but still, that leaders is gonna just, you know, be mainly treated as a relay from teacher to students, right? I learned the hard way to not depend on others. Yeah, same here. We're all traumatized, and I'd say that builds character, right? For the people in chat who, well, I know that some of you, well, majority of you aren't very sensitive to, like, trauma and stuff, like being offensive and shit, and also being freaky, because let's be honest, my chat is not even a 16-year-old and above. It is around 17 to 18 and above. That is my kind of content. So when it comes to shit like trauma, right, it builds character. Like, sure, you can talk about it, right? I won't invalidate, and we're going into a very dangerous line. But yeah, you can speak to Google. Yeah, you can talk to Google, like the search thing, right? The Google voice search, right? So yeah, I'm walking a thin line. I'm probably gonna get canceled for this if I had Twitter. Gladly I don't. But anyway, going back, right? Trauma very much builds character, right? Let's get that sorted. Trauma builds character. It builds independence, right? It builds independence. It gets people to learn, right? And whenever I see like, do you guys know the for people who watch a lot of TikTok or YouTube Shorts? I don't have TikTok and shit, but I mainly do YouTube Shorts, right? And sometimes I get this. Well, a lot of the time I get to see in YouTube Shorts where. Oh, hold on. Let me capture the game real quick so that you guys have something to numb your brains on. Well, there you go. There you go. Am I back? I think OBS is connected for a moment, but I should be back. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, right? Yeah, even in Reels, right? Even in Reels, from what my friends say, right? Whatchamacallit, my feed sometimes gets this is called Pal World. Anyway, my feed sometimes gets bombarded by like people raising their children, right? And it just pisses me off whenever have you guys ever seen those little clips and shorts where the child just outright demolishes their goddamn parent with constant crying and groaning and their disgusting way of getting what they want, right? Yeah, just let them be. It's not like they're doing anything out of the whatchamacallit rules, so they're fine. Anyway, right? They're not harming anyone, so it's been like this when they join. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you've seen some of those, right? Doesn't it just piss you off whenever you see just parents working their asses off, treating their children like fucking angels, even though they're not, and their children just treat them like absolute fucking shit. Like, that's not how you treat your parents. Like, I understand, right? If your parents are whatchamacallit, like abusing you and shit, right? I won't understand. I will understand rebelling there, right? Because you know you're getting treated like shit. That gives you the right to treat them like shit. You know, treat others how you want to be treated, type shit. You know. But if your goddamn parents are already fucking snapping their bones just to give you a home and food on the table, you don't fucking do that shit, man. You treat them like gods, right? Especially if said parents treat you with the respect you deserve as their child. Respect and love you deserve as their child, right? You do not treat your parents like fucking, you know, like a butler, you know? Yeah, treat them with respect, man. What's up, Kirito? Been a while, by the way. How you doing? Yeah, right? It is the way that parents treat their kids these days, right? Like, after the whole, like, people get cancelled for doing quote-unquote child abuse for just slapping their child once when they deserved it. Like, for example, right? I saw this one clip at some point, right? I saw this one clip one time about a child buying too much Robux, right? A child used their mother's bank account, already crumbling, by the way, their crumbling bank account, to buy Robux. It's not just the little amount of Robux too. It's a heavy amount of Robux. It's $100 worth of Robux. I don't know if y'all heard about this little thing, right? But the child bought $100 worth of Robux. What the hell? You don't do that as a kid. Yeah, 100 next, 100 USD. Not even the lower tier like dollars from other countries. No disrespect, but holy shit, man. Like, Next can spend like $50 on, you know, some Robux, but it's because it's his money. It's in his bank account, not in his mother's bank account, or nor his parents, or his, you know, grandparents' bank account. Hell no. You don't do that shit. Like, what the fuck? That's the child equivalent of fucking stealing. And good God, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm getting lightheaded from complaining. Holy shit. But anyway, right? Whatchamacallit. Didn't happen in Singapore. I don't know. I only heard that a child did it, and my immediate reaction was, screw off, man. Screw off. You don't deserve parents. Like, holy shit. Until that child has learned the meaning of finances and how important it is to not do that shit, he doesn't deserve a parent. I'm just saying now, he doesn't deserve a parent, my guy. Hey Barry, thanks again for the constant donations. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Playing Warzone, W-mans. But yeah, but the amount of money, yeah, that amount of, dude, that much in Philippine pesos is around, let's say, that's 500 per 10 of them, right? 500 per $10, give or take. So 500 times 10, that's 5,000, right? That's already 5,000 pesos, right? That's enough for a month's worth of food, right? Like a month's worth of ingredients for food, if you know what you're doing, right? If you know where you're gonna get your shit, right? Yeah, no, but that's the thing, right? The parent didn't allow that shit. The parent did not allow that. The parent didn't even give him the proper shit for, you know, using a credit card, right? It's not even the parent. The parent was out there. The parent was busy doing shit, right? So it can't be on the parent at that point. And holy shit, man. Like, I get the little, whatchamacallit, Maki avatar. Don't worry about me, avatar. Anyway, I got 1.6k per month. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's still approximately around 50 pesos. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, that amount of money is just ludicrous if you really think about it, right? Like, I don't know the conversions when it comes to groceries on, like, America and shit. But what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? But anyway, yeah. Like, I get the whole stigma on it's not the child's fault, it's the parent's fault. And honestly, I agree with that. You know, to a certain level, I agree with that, but not completely, right? Because that little saying can be converted into it's always the parent's fault that the child is acting up, right? Even if the parent is, you know, trying to raise their child right, it's always the parent's fault that the child's acting up. I don't believe that, right? If the child's acting up, even if your parent is, you know, trying to raise the child right and with respect, it's the child's fault at that point. It's not their upbringing, or it's the child's friends, right? It's at the end of the day, it's their environment, right? It's their environment, right? But anyway, moving on from that just a bit, right? A week's worth of shopping here is $200, right? Like, dude. Like, just for an entire month's worth of food, right? An entire month's worth of food. It's already $100 is enough. $100 is enough. Hell, that can pay, right? That can pay my whole internet bill, and I'd still have money for food. Like, give or take, like 2 weeks, right? I still have money for food. That's how much 100 USD for me is. I don't know about others, but for me personally, a monthly spending for food is around $300-ish, maybe a bit less, but that's about what we spend on ingredients if you don't count for fast food or drinking food, etc. Yeah, that. But I agree with that, you know. Honestly, the expenses of my family is around, like, per month, it's around $500, give or take, maybe a bit more, probably a bit more, because that's for bills, for food, and other house shit, like, you know, the necessities and random bullshit. And yeah, demonic, give me your story, give me your money. But what the hell? Give me your story, not your money. My bad. Give me your story. Yeah, tell me your story. My bad. Give me your story. Give me your story. And that's why I'm not getting a girlfriend and having a child. Just hello. Yeah, another thing, right? Do not, like, for those who are just young and absolutely fucking inexperienced. I get that you're, you know, so long as you're young, you can get experience and shit. But if that experiences fucks up your life and your family, just don't do it. Like, right? If it's risky, right? like, I don't mean to disregard the working relationships these days, right? Because I won't lie, there are indeed, like, I will acknowledge that there are indeed working relationships at an early age, right? I won't object to that. There are indeed working relationships. But, if you know you're not ready for a relationship, for example, you're not financially stable, you're not independent, and you can't handle the responsibility of having another person's life in your hands, like, not fully, but still, if you're in a relationship, you will have some responsibility for that person's well-being, right? And so will they for you. That's how a relationship works, right? You, both of you support each other. That's how a relationship works, right? So it is it's just some horrible idea, right? Like, I won't say the freaking line of stay single forever, right? Obviously, humans are social beings, right? Just like wolves, you know, live in packs and, you know, eventually require mates and shit. You know, relationships are how we evolve, right? How we reproduce and how we grow as a, you know, as a society and as a species, right? It's how we multiply. And it's considering it's not just one person but a family, it's an insane amount to spend on Roblox. So, right? Exactly, right? But anyway, going back to the little relationship discussion, right? If you like, before you enter a relationship, right? Let me get this right. Before you enter any kind of relationship, think of what you got first, right? List down everything you got. Like, I won't object to people like dating, like, sure, you can date people because that's you. If I'm not mistaken, right? I haven't been in a relationship ever before, but if I'm not mistaken, dating is where people, you know, get their chemistries and shit. And that's where you list the pros and cons of dating that person, and, you know, it's how you get to know each other, right? But if you ever plan to go outside, like outside of dating, like going further than dating, think about what you have first, right? Think whether or not this person's gonna be worth it, worth spending money on, worth spending time on, and worth spending effort on, you know, just to maintain that relationship, you know? Think about that first, and then think about what you got, right? Think about what you got, brothers. Like, I know majority of you are male, right? My brothers, heed my words. Stay single until you're around 23 and have like a working job. Only then shall you have clearance to open up your libido inside a woman's vagina. Or just, you know, kiss someone. I don't know. I don't care if you're gay. I'll accept you either way. But yeah, I agree with Baron. Help yourself before you help others, right? Just like the other saying goes, like, before you actually, you know, become some kind of therapist friends, and, you know, you gotta love yourself before you love others. You know what I mean, chat? You know what I mean? Maki, that then brings the question, what if one is physically unable to work? They have shit from the government, no? Right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, right? If a person is a certified citizen of a certain country, I'm not sure if this is like a thing for every country, but if you are physically unable to work, like, for example, you can't walk, right? And you don't have hands, right? You can't walk and you don't have hands, right? I'm pretty sure the government gives you some kind of funding, right? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But if you're physically unable to work, then I don't think you're gonna be able to, you know, support someone. Let's just get that clear. You won't get, Oh, that's a thing. Well, true, yes, but that can be unreliable many times. I'm not really an expert in government shit, so, like I said, just correct me whenever I'm wrong, chat. But, as I was saying, right? If you're unable to work, like, actually fully unable to work, like, for example, you're too old to work. Government gives you money, right? That's called a pension, if I'm not mistaken, right? Hold on, let me read Demonic's story here. Hold on. Let's see. I sacrificed Saturday and Sunday to go with my dad to help sell eggs and dried fish. I did it for months. I earned $750 on those 2 days. That's still a pretty good amount, honestly. Like, even in this economy, that's a pretty good amount. But when it was October, my little brother took my money and used it on his friend, saying, what the fuck? What? What the fuck? That's just fucked up. Like, brother, this is not good. I'm assuming your brother is younger than you, right? If your brother is younger than you, I can somewhat understand them on that. But if he's older than you, brother, no. Send that man to court. Bring blood to court, because he does not deserve to be in a family. Well, not really. He does not deserve to be only scolded. Yeah, I got that. So it is your younger brother. Gotcha. But goddamn it, that should just not be a thing. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, going to the thing, right? That process can take quite a while here in the US, so it's not the most reliable at times. Ah, gotcha. Alright. Well, either way, right? It's still a source of income, right? Don't get me wrong. You won't be able to properly support someone, right? You won't be able to properly support someone. But that doesn't go for the other person as well, right? Like, what I'm talking about is, right? Relationships are a mutual thing, right? You two support each other, right? So if one of you is unable to work, and one of you is, then you guys are gonna have to support each other. Like, for example, one of you doesn't have legs. I know, very fragile topic, very sensitive topics, right? But one of you doesn't have legs. One of you does. That person can work, and the other one can stay at home, right? If you can still have a child, if you can still, like, at least an adopted child, that person can take care of the child, right? There's always a way. There's always a way. And I don't care for people who, whatchamacallit, I don't care for, I know this is somewhat insensitive, right? But I don't care for people who say that there's no choice. There's always an option, right? There's always an option. People who say that there is no option, they just don't know how to find that other option, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but the way I was raised was to exhaust every single option, even having backup plans for every other option you have. That is how Rinku Makino was raised, along with older brother Makino, right? Because my mother raised me and my brother as a single mother, right? My father left because he's a fucking cunt, he's a douchebag, and I don't care about him. Hopefully he's, not living the best life, but I don't care anymore. But my mother raised me. Like, this is a little bit of a Maki lore. My mother raised me as a single parent. Single mother, no less, right? And I don't know how much y'all know about the Philippines and shit, right? But the Philippines is not the best place to do work in. Because you can do so much work, but still be underpaid. Unlike in the US, right? You can do a lot of work, and you get at least a decent amount of payment. Even for, minimum wage, you still get a somewhat reasonable price. Unless your manager or, the owner of the company is just the fucking douchebag. But here in the Philippines, it's not like that, right? When you're along the lower echelons of jobs, right? For example, take a Philippine nurse, for example, right? Take a Philippine nurse. Philippine nurses earn about, let's say the average is around, 30K a month, right? Also, there you go. So around 30K a month, a nurse can get paid. 30K. But, even with overtime bonuses, they barely get paid an extra 5K. even with overtime. And this isn't like America, right? I know that in America, nurses are only allowed to work like 3 to 4 days maximum. You can all search this up. Nurses in America are only allowed to work 3 to 4 days maximum, right? Here in the Philippines, nurses can work up to 6 days a week. Up to 6 fucking days a week, a nurse can work in the Philippines. And if you do overtime, you're gonna be working 7 days a week. And you'd still get paid barely 36K a month for all that. And that 6 days can span up to 12 hours of work time. That can span up to 12 hours of work time. One day as a nurse in the Philippines and even in the US can span up to 12 hours of work time. But it's worse in the Philippines because it's gonna be 6 days. Sometimes 7 if you're really feeling that energetic about it. But yeah, payment sucks. Minimum wage here is 23 bucks, which is about 5. Dude, holy shit, I'm coming to New Zealand. I'm going to Spain first, and then maybe I'll head to New Zealand like for a little trip because my elder brother is gonna go there at some point, right? He's planning to go to New Zealand at some point, so I might just go with him at some point. But yeah. Anyway, minimum wage sucks in the Philippines. Working in the Philippines sucks. Like, this isn't even me like bashing my own country. It's just me stating facts. Well, I'm not going right now, brother. It's gonna take me a few years. I'm at least gonna become a doctor first, and that's gonna... Well, I'm gonna be around 31 before I finish everything. Well, when I finish everything, and that's assuming I don't fail at shit, right? So yeah. Funny shit. Also, what was I supposed to do here? Right, I was gonna go to the other base. So yeah, I don't recommend it as of right now. Honestly, Jesus. Yeah, it just reminds us how underpaid some workers are. Yeah. No shit, brother. Workers are very underpaid sometimes, you know? For another example, farmers here in the Philippines don't even get... Yeah, exactly. Why? Because the Philippines imports our shit. Like, for example, right? Please, I've been waiting for that to happen. I just wait until the new government comes in and we get rid of the current dickhead in power right now. Dude. God, I would love for that. Honestly. Catch any jet dragon yet? In another world. In a friend's world, I have. But not in this one, no. God, I have so many pals here. It's ridiculous. Anyway, right? Whatchamacallit? Here I haven't really gotten any jet dragons yet, so yeah. I am currently planning on building a good party first. So this one, and I'm gonna be replacing these two. Just cause I'm gonna be replacing those two, and I will probably also be replacing him for now while I try to fight the Jetragon. But yeah. Anyway. For another example, farmers here in the Philippines don't even get that much. Yeah, going back to that, right? I don't mean to get too political, right? Because this is honestly, you know, a weird topic to be whenever. Well, then again, in my streams are usually like more on the serious side, right? I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but my streams are usually like me ranting about random problems in whatchamacallit, in the world, like for example, payments, minimum wage, children, But honestly, I like it. I don't know. Do you guys like these kinds of topics? Like, do you guys like these kinds of topics on stream, or do you want to switch? We can switch if y'all want. Like, I'm always free to switch. Like, for example, games and how everyone's days have been. And also for anyone who I haven't welcomed in yet, welcome in. Happy to see all of you here. What's up? What's up? I hope. By the way, I do hope that everybody has already, eaten and shit. I hope everybody's gotten their stuff and yep. Bro, at the moment, the current dickhead is basically revoking the rights of the Maori people. Why? Why? The fuck? I'm not thinking about other country stuff. And just for some people, it's not that interesting, so... Couldn't say give you your ara. I did it. Yeah, you can eat at 1 a.m. What's the problem with eating at 1 a.m.? Dude, my friends have scolded me for quote-unquote eating dinner at 4 a.m. And I don't care. Food is food, man. Food is fucking food. I don't care what y'all think. I'm gonna eat whatever I want. If I haven't eaten like a full 3 times a day yet. But if it's gonna be like more than 4 times a day, then I'm just not gonna eat. I'm gonna wait until the next day because I don't want to be a fat fuck. Not to body shame anyone, don't get me cancelled, fuckos. But, right? But, for those, like, here's another thing, right? Another topic, like, moving a bit from the, yeah, no, I don't recommend eating ice cream as breakfast either. Eat something else, like bread, like toast and shit, because it's better for you. Anyway. Going back a bit, right? Here's another topic that I really hate about Twitter. Like, specifically Twitter. And sometimes other platforms. And, platforms that have a lot of drama. But, yeah. So, right? So, I hate it whenever someone says that, oh, if you're fat, just love yourself, man. It's your body, Your body's sacred and yada, yada, yada. I have a massive problem with that. I have a massive problem with that. You're back, your signal was cut. Oh, it's fine. You haven't really missed much. So yeah, I hate people who say that there's not a problem with being fat. Like, hear me out first, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. Also, yes, do tell me how much money that was. Okay, hear me out first, okay? Hear me the fuck out. I don't like it when people say that being fat is fine. Like, obviously, I'm not telling you to hate yourself because you're fat. No, no, no. Like, love yourself 100%. But, you're fat. Don't stay fat. Like, so long as you can, right? So long as you're not, like, completely immobile, you can still work your way to becoming, fit and healthy. Because I'm gonna be honest, fat is not very healthy. Too much fat, not healthy. You're gonna have problems. Very severe problems. Yeah, Reg, dude, you're not even fat, man. You're just chunky. Dude, like, I don't know if you guys are in the server and have seen certain pictures of Reg, but bro goes to the gym. Bro goes to the gym. And I don't mean that lightly. Bro goes to the gym. Yeah, he's chunky, but he's not unhealthy, right? There's a difference between a healthy fat guy and a dying fat guy. Or fat woman. I don't care about gender. Honestly, I don't care. But yeah, as a medicine student, right? As a diehard medicine student, being fat, not good. Not good. Yeah, that's normal, primal. Brother, you're American, and I know your height. That's normal for a person your height and age. That is normal. But if you're around like friggin' 300 kilograms, or to even like 150, reaching 150 at your age, That is not good. That is a health liability, brother. Like, I hate it when people say like 150 kilograms is gonna be fine. You're gonna live. Yeah, you're gonna live, but not for long, bitch. No, not gonna live for long. Especially if like your people around people's like the younger ages, right? People around the ages of 18 to 25, give or take, like 18 to 25, give or take. The most you should weigh is barely 130. That's how much you should weigh, right? Maximum to stay healthy, right? Anything above that, you're starting to tip over the edge, right? That freaking let's say around 60 kilograms. If you're around the 5-footer range, right? Around 60 kilograms and about to 130, that's okay, right? You'll still be okay with that. But if you're around 18 to 25 years old, right, and you're, let's say, over 150 to 160 kilograms or under 50 kilograms, you're either malnourished, which is very underweight, to the point you're gonna have problems with your immune system, or you're freaking obese around that time. Again, not to body shame anyone, right? Not to body shame anyone. Nobody get offended, right? I'm just spitting facts. These are things that people can learn from medicine school, right? These are actually facts that professors say. Professors teach us this because they want us, the medicine people, to be healthy so that we can help people be more healthy. Okay? Nobody get offended. Fucking piece of shit. Nobody get offended. Might pull up media center of the Discord to show chat the bulk of me. Bet. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Media center. Where is the OBS? Window capture. Oui. Yes. Oui. Picture and. Does this work? Oh, I think it's over it. Yeah, it is over it. Hold on. Game capture. There we go. Alright. Where's the media center? Yeah, dude. Look at this dude. Look at that dude. Look at them buzzers. Dude, that's not even chunky, brother. Brother, that's not even chunky. Brother, you are not even chunky in this. Hell, you are more lean than some of my classmates are. Congrats to you, brother. But yeah, that is not even chunky. You go to the gym, you are healthy. So long as you eat healthy too, of course. But yeah, chat, that is normal. That is normal. That is normal. Y'all wanna know what is not normal? Hold on. Alright, I don't have any of those kinds of pictures in Discord. Hold on. Take that out. Put on window capture again. On something else. Window capture. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Window capture. Windows. Windows? What? Where? Chrome? Nope. Not that. No. Hold on. I would just do display capture, like, what the fuck? Alright, abuse. Alright, I'm gonna pull up a little thing, right? I'm gonna do this display capture. Alright, here we go. Also, hold on, I'm gonna put that there and there. Okay, so here we go, chat, here we go. This is underweight. This is also a BMI, by the way. This is a BMI. This is computed based on your height, weight, and age. So yeah. This is underweight. This is normal. This is overweight. Normal to overweight is still okay, right? This is still okay, because if you're normal, you can slowly lean to underweight or overweight. right? Depending on your eating habits, it can still lead to underweight or overweight. If you're normal, if you're overweight, you can very easily work back to normal, right? Especially since you should still have pretty decent capabilities, right? I would understand people who are tall and horizontally wide because they can support all that weight. Yeah, that, right? But for short people who are too much like Teletubbies, no. But anyway, right? If you're around here, you're getting there. You're getting worse. But you can still work it out. But this is not fine, right? Being obese, not fine. Not okay. Because you're gonna have problems. You will have problems. If you don't have some already, you will have problems. You gotta at least work your way back to overweight. Because that's still healthier than this. And if you're this is called damn. Like in Fluffy's words, this is called damn. Not good. Not good. Not good. This is not good. Okay? This is not good. One, okay, it screws with your mobility. Okay? Your flexibility. Your body's flexibility. That's not good. That is very not good. Okay? And two, the amount of fat and lipids and oil inside your body, it can cause you, well, it can cause your kidneys to fail. It can cause your whatchamacallit. And yes, that is a thing. If you're too fat and your eating habits are horrible, it can indeed cause your kidneys to fail, and your blood sugar is gonna be way too much as well, because fat is usually a lot of sugar, right? Usually stems from a lot of sugar, and you're gonna have a higher blood pressure because your veins your veins and arteries are slowly getting constricted from all that weight, under all that weight, right? So not good, chat. Not good. Not good. Moral of the story: bad, like very very bad, alarmingly bad. This is bad, but you can work with it, right? This is okay. Okay, this is okay. This is perfect. Okay, if you're normal, this is perfect. And this is just getting worse. If you're underweight and you go even below that, okay, you're gonna start dying. Because one, right, if you're underweight and then you turn into malnourished, right? A little bit of anatomy and physiology example here, right? If you're underweight and too malnourished, right, it usually means you're lacking in an intake of nutrients, right? I'm gonna be a bit of a nerd, okay? I'm gonna be a bit of a nerd. That's the whole malnutrition. That's how malnutrition works, right? You are gonna be lacking in a whole bunch of necessary nutrients, and one of those nutrients is gonna be potassium and also calcium. Potassium you need for a bunch of other fucking bodily processes. Protein also you need for a lot of bodily processes. For example, making new cells, aka white blood cells, that fight off diseases, for God's sake. Right? Okay. Right? Not only that, right? Right? If you're lacking in calcium, your bones are gonna start destroying themselves. Right? There's something we call osteoplasts in the body. It's like a whole hormone that basically says your blood has way too little calcium. Let's break some bones to give you some of those, right? Like, it's not specifically the bones, it's the outer layer of bones that'll eventually get thinner and thinner until your bones become either brittle or way too soft, right? It's the outer layer of bones that basically wrap around the bone marrow, right? It wraps around the bone marrow and then the inner bone marrow. So, basically, right? Osteoplasts start breaking down your bone structure, aka the outer layer of your bone structure, to start supplying your blood with calcium. That's how it works. That's how your body reaches homeostasis. And if you're too friggin' low or you're too high on calcium, you'll be building more bone, because that's how the whole osteoblasts work. Okay, there's also osteoblasts and osteoclasts. There's the plasts destroy your bones to reach homeostasis, which is basically the balance of your body, and there's osteoblasts to build more bone to balance the body. Because if you have too much calcium in your whatchamacallit. Okay, bye Rig, thanks for coming, even if it's only for a little bit. Bye bye, thank you. Anyway, right? So if you do have too much calcium, your bones start growing and shit, right? So yeah, basically that. So if you're malnourished and you barely have any of those, your bones are gonna start getting weaker. Your muscles are gonna start getting weaker. You're gonna be lacking on fiber, so your digestive system is gonna be all over the place. You're not gonna be able to shit properly, and a lot of other random things are gonna be horrible if you don't, maintain your body. So moral of the story: stay normal. Don't be too big. Don't be too little. Stay normal.
Nak yung ID mo na naman, oh.
Ha?
Not you, the other one.
Alright. Yeah, stay healthy, chat. Stay healthy. It's the best way to go, best way to live.
Ano yan? Anong t-shirt yan? Sa'yo ba yan?
As my STS teacher says, right? Don't mind any background noise, by the way. As my STS teacher says, which is basically society, technology, and whatever the other S says. Whatchamacallit? Whatever the other S means. Live for an extra 30 years and you'll see the future. Apparently. That is a thing that he's really looking into. I don't really know if that's true, but I'm planning on going more than 30 years, because I want to be rich. I want to be rich. Mikey wants to be rich, chat?
Yung PSP na
Maki wants to be rich. Chatterinos. Maki wants to be rich. Y'all are gonna make me rich, right? By sharing the videos and sharing, my content, right? Y'all are gonna make me rich, right? Right, chat? Yep. Yes. Right, chat? Yes. Rest, chat? Yes. Now donate to my PayPal. I'm kidding. I am very much kidding. I want to at least have a stable life to support myself. Exactly. Live for another 30 years and you might just be able to do that. So yeah, have fun. Oh. Crude oil, coins, training manuals, and stone blast. I'll take it. But yeah, fun times. How long has it been? It's already been an hour? Holy shit. Okay. Did not expect that. But anyway. I agree with you. I agree with you. Anyway, we shall be oh right, I'm supposed to be giving these to other pals. Welcome back, Demonic. Welcome back. I didn't even notice this has been an hour. Like, dude, I agree. Conversations go a long way, apparently. Conversations go a long way. Ah, gotcha. Well, happy to see you're back again. Happy to see that you are indeed back. Alright. I'm just gonna clear out this place and then I'm gonna try to take on one of the things. Anyway, did you say how much I lost on your money? I didn't see it. I don't think. My bad. You mind reiterating it? Because I don't think I saw a new message pop up. So yeah. Please do say, do tell. John Wick in this thing, I swear. John Wick! John Wick, 15k? 35.5, what the hell, bro? Spent 10k? How long did they spend? Is it only on one day? No, it's only on one day, right? Spending 10k on one day? No way. There's no way your younger brother did that. Yeah, exactly. What did he buy? What exactly did your brother buy? One day! Spent 10k on one day. That is an achievement in and of itself. I'm kind of impressed, honestly. Like, dude, that is an achievement. What did he buy? Like the entire stock market of the whatchamacallit, Mercury Drug. For those who don't know, Mercury Drug is a pharmacy in the Philippines. It's a big brand, well, a big like pharmacy thing in the Philippines. So it's a chain. Fun. Oh, of course. So his friends leached off of your own money. Gotcha. Amazing. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Neat. What are you? Oh, you're an Incineram. So that's what Kiwi was talking about. I want you. Yeah, exactly. Did he buy like 30 family meals? What the hell? You should not be able to spend 10k in a single day. Like, unless you're going to some kind of obnoxiously overpriced theme park. You are not spending 10k on a day. Nah. He does not deserve money. Like, I'm gonna be honest, he does not deserve money. Holy shit. In a single day. A little off topic here. Have you heard about the Arrowhead confirmed there will be a Halo 3 ODST crossover for Helldivers 2? I don't even know what Arrowhead is. Is that a game company? Game dev company? I think. I'm assuming yes. And for the record, no, I have not heard anything about that. Also, Mikey, you planning on playing Battlefield 6? No. Unfortunately, no. Why? Because of the same reason that I quit Val. Like for well, I'm quitting Val for a pretty decent while. Not forever, obviously. But I'm quitting Val because I'm, whatchamacallit. I'm lowering the amount of games I have to distract me. Because, you know, uni and shit. So I lower the amount of distractions I have on my PC. Since I'm gonna spend a majority of my time, well, majority of my late nights on my PC because of the LMS, aka Learning Management System, which is also online. So yeah, might as well lower the amount of distractions. The majority of my distractions come from music. That's it, like YouTube music. I don't have a subscription, but you know, the songs that are in YouTube, you know. But yeah. Specifically the ads on YouTube, because I don't have YouTube Premium. I don't have it. It's a waste of money. And nor do I exactly have, whatchamacallit, ad blocker. I'm too lazy to have an ad blocker, so screw off. Don't judge me. But yeah, that's pretty much the only distractions I get while doing tasks. Ads. Want a break from the ads? Download YouTube Premium. No, nope, nope, nope. YouTube sponsor me. I'm so glad that my cousin added me to his family plan. That's a thing? Family plans are a thing on YouTube? I know it's a thing on Netflix, but YouTube? YouTube? What? YouTube? Family plans are a thing on YouTube? What? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Family plans are actually a thing on YouTube? Really? God. God, please don't become ads. I think I have a curse for yeah, I don't know. Is everybody else getting bombarded with ads? This is the normal setting. This isn't aggressive. This isn't aggressive, like, for those who don't know, right? YouTube streams basically have a thing where you can set how aggressive your ads can be, like. So there's There's low, there's normal, and there's aggressive. Aggressive is when people really get bombarded with ads. But this is just normal. Like, obviously, I still want to make money off of these things because, we're kind of running out. But, yeah. I put it on normals. I'm never gonna put it below normal, but it's on normal. Is anybody else getting in trouble with ads? If they are, then I guess that's good. I think. Where that is normal setting, I'm getting jumped by double ads like 6 times in your stream? What the hell? Is anybody else actually getting more ads than he is? Like, tell me outright. Tell me. Yeah, I remember back when I wasn't in premium, 5 ads on a 10-minute video. On a 10-minute video? Dude, I only get like 2 to 3 ads per 10-minute videos. And then even then, I barely even get like that amount on 50 to 2-hour minute videos. 2-hour minute? What the hell? 2-hour videos. God, I'm tweaking. Here's an advice: if you want to lose weight, don't go to Manila, because I went from 68 kilograms to 78. What the fuck? What? How? Like, what did you do in Manila? The hell did you do, man? Yeah, 10 kilograms is absolutely insane. But then again, how long were you there? How long were you there, brother? Yeah, how much food did you consume to gain 10K? And for how long? Tell me now. Because I think the underweight people would like to know. A whole family meal every day. Okay. 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 Yeah, did a grandma? Well, even grandmas don't, feed you that. Oh, it's in the span of 10 months. Oh. Yeah, well, that's obvious. That makes a lot of sense now, but it was like, if it was only around like 1 month, that'd be pretty insane. But it's been around 10 months by now. Come on. That's normal. 10 kilograms, normal. Plus, you're still well below the overweight range. Come on. You're still fine. We're still very much fine. You don't have to worry about it too much. Besides, the amount of weight you gain isn't exactly based on your environment. Well, not completely. It's mainly on what you eat. So control yourself, man. Take hold of thine appetite, brother. Or else I'ma come for you. I'm freaking get you. Kidnap you. Put you in my basement. Again. Not feed you a goddamn single, whatchamacallit. A, Scooby snack. Not a single one of those. No. Oh, like quality oil. Neat. Anyway. Going back to... Where is my house? Oh, wrong place. Oh yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. What we're gonna do now is get a bunch of ice pals. I.e. get whale lords. How much health? Yeah, my whale lord has 5k health. Oh good lord. Well, not Wailords, Velasquez, not Wailords. God, I'm thinking of Pokemon. No! This is not Pokemon. This is not Pokemon. Meat pork here are good. Well, see, that's your problem, man. Control yourself. Jesus. Pork is not that good for you. Chicken breast. It's good. It's fun. It's nice. Chicken breast is quite nice. I agree with that. Chicken breast is indeed quite nice. Nice. You know what I mean, Jack? You know what I mean? No, yeah, we've gone past the whole outrage section of this stream. Okay, we've gone past that whole shtick. And yeah. Whew. The earlier bits, fun times, fun times. Also, this is only gonna be around a 2-hour stream. Alright? It's only gonna be around a 2-hour stream. Why? Because I have uni tomorrow. But don't get me wrong, if you guys see my little if you guys click on my little PNG down there, you will see that you will go to my channel and you will see that there is a scheduled collab on Saturday, so I hope you guys will be there. Okay. Why are these guys starving already? How much food do these guys need? Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Please here. What's up? How you doing? What's up? How you doing? What's up? What's up, dude? What's up? 7 ads have jumped me. Oh shit. When are you gonna release Kaiju Deku? Let's say this coming Monday. Alright? Let's say this coming Monday. Is that fair? Is that fair? This coming Monday. Is that fair for you guys? Is that fair? How fair is that for y'all? This coming Monday. And congrats on the 7th ad. Hopefully we get more. Maybe. Man, I'm searching something up. Give me a moment. Pals hug against Jetragon. For Silent Gillette, Reptile, Christ, Mamorist, Christ, and Siblix are highly recommended. You also want to ensure you are equipped with heat-resistant armor and have a good supply of high-tier pal spheres. Right, I need high-tier pal spheres. I think this much should be enough. Unless I have other kinds of pal spheres. I have ultimate spheres. I can make these. But I need plasteel for the thing though. I don't need that much plasteel yet. So yeah. Anyway, Dwayne, I will indeed release the thing that you want me to release soon. Soon, my friend. Very soon. Don't worry. Worry not. Worry not, my friend. I will be releasing it soon. How many supply drops are coming here? Jesus Christ, chill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I wonder if these guys are hungry. The ones on the other base. They probably are. Though I don't think so. They shouldn't be. They gave them some pretty decent food. Some pretty decent food. Also, by the way, for the Filipinos here, right? I'm assuming you guys use the good old messenger as well. Right, for the Filipinos here in chat? Dex, Demonic. Do you guys use the you know what app? Yeah. Have you guys been getting that bug where even though you've already read the messages from like someone or GC, they just keep informing you anyway? Do you guys get those? Or is it just me? Please tell me it's not just me. Because it is getting very much annoying. Pranav! Hello, welcome in up this year. What's up, how you doing? My chat's delayed on my end. My bad. Chill. Yeah, I am getting very annoyed about that. Like, holy shit. How? How does that code error even work? I don't know. Chat, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. How much crude oil? 405. Yes! How much money I have? This much. How much money is in here? 17k. Yes, I can make another. I can make another. Oh my god! Thank you for the money, Mouse. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the money, sir. Thank you very much. That's why I muted my class, you see, right? Well, how are you, buddy? Been a while, brother. Been a while. And I've been doing okay. Been doing okay. Been very busy, I won't lie. Been very, very busy with, you know, uni stuff. You know how it is. But, yeah, it's just been a pretty decent time. Take that out. Make a new one. Like around here. Will they work on it? No. I'll just put it up here. Work for me. There we go. Your B-Tech just started. Ooh, W bands. They keep yapping about random stuff that isn't related to classwork. Right? Like, dude. Right? Another story, right? Another, like, little story about, uni life, right? Well, school life in general, right? My class is a very interesting class. Because I don't know if anyone else is, hold on. Alright. So, anyway, come back, right? I don't know if you all take, like, or, you know, if some of you know of the medicine shit, right? You usually study anatomy there. And during anatomy class, our professor is kind of, a little bit over the old side, you know? So, obviously, they have, like, the grandmotherly type of voice. You know, the kinds that kind of calm you down during, you know, like, you know the kind of grandmothers where they calm you down whenever you're, like, in a panic and shit, like, stuff like that, and they reassure you and do some random stuff and shit, you know the type that you get to sleep to? Yeah, those. Yeah, her voice is kind of like that. Her voice is very, sleepy-ish, right? So, to prevent themselves from getting, you know, from falling asleep and getting in trouble, what my classmates do is, yeah, I'm gonna be the doctor. Pretty sure I explained this in a previous stream before, but yeah. Anyway, my classmates always, whenever they get too bored or get too sleepy during class, what they do is hop on the GC and they chat people to, like, who wants to hop on Mobile Legends and shit, right? For those who don't know what ML is, aka Mobile Legends, it's basically a mobile version of League. Not fun. No, they don't slap themselves. They play in the middle of the class. And they don't get caught. You know how? Because the way... Let me paint you guys a picture, right? There are, like, 4 rows of long tables, right? 4 rows of long-ass tables. And each long table has, like, a glass panel in front of them. Because we're in the anatomy lab, right? We're in the anatomy lab. So, of course, like, the tables have glass panels on them, you know, to separate 2 sides and shit. So, it's a very, very long table. And below it, there's a, like, a little opening, right? So, what they do is... I don't know if you guys have seen, whatchamacallit, medical textbooks, but they are very, very thick and big, right? So, what they do is they open their textbooks wide. They set it in front of themselves, and then... not the money, what the hell? The phones get put under the table. Right. And then, that's when they play. And whenever I go to the bathroom, I just see them, right? Whenever I go to the bathroom, I walk by them. And then I just see them. I see them playing. Like, they were a solid, like, 20 minutes into the round already. And I don't know how they're still playing without getting caught. Like, honestly. I don't know how. But that's the thing, right? Your classmates do those in the back. Mine does it from all over the room. It doesn't matter what position they're in. Because the professor won't see them. The professor doesn't do, like, patrols and stuff. She stays up front. So that's how they get away with it. They manage to get away with it. It's like, as in... It's disgusting, or it is. Both. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Honestly, it's a bit of both. But yeah, good lord. They are very crafty. They're a lot craftier than one would think. Even though some of them are kind of dum-dums. Honestly. They are. And that's not even bashing them. And speaking of which, right? There's also... It hasn't even been a whole like 6 weeks into the semester, right? It's barely been like 1 month, give or take. Yeah, it hasn't even been 1 month. That's it. It hasn't even been 1 month. Has not even been 1 month, right? And there's already like one guy, right? One guy, as of course it's a guy, and of course it's a white boy, a very very white boy, right? So he's there, right? He's usually around the back, and you guys know of the old stereotypes about the boys in the back being, you know, miscreants and stuff, right? The amount of creativity one can bring when there is boredom is, yeah, exactly. But anyway, right? There's just one guy in my class, and I just had a bad feeling about this guy. I had a massively bad feeling about him. I pretty much knew from the start, right? I knew from the start that this guy this guy is a sign of trouble. Period. This guy is a sign of trouble. So, as time went on, and as the weeks went by, as the days went by, I started noticing a pattern. You know, he'd drop in. You know, he'd pop in class. Don't get me wrong. He'd be in class from time to time, right? He'd be in class, and whatchamacallit, he'd attend like 1 class, maybe 2, if we're lucky to see him not bored that much. But yeah, he'll attend like a couple classes and then just dip. We have 3 classes in a day. 3 classes. 3-hour classes in a day. Right? He dips on one of them, on the very last one. And recently, he's been a massive absentee. In the past 3 days, I have not seen him once. Not once. I have not seen him once. And I have a feel, like, no offense to that guy, but I have a feeling that he's gonna be dropping out. I just have a big old inkling feeling that the man's gonna be dropping out. No offense to him, but statistically speaking, you're not gonna be staying in a uni for that long by, you know, being absent consecutively. It's not even like spread out within the week. It's just downright absent, and yeah. Hello, Maki. What's up, Natsu? How you doing? Happy to see you here. What's up? How you doing? As you're streaming, I can actually make it on a day where I don't finish school at 9 p.m. Well, I'm gonna be changing up my stream start soon, by the way. So just to inform people, I'm gonna be changing up my streaming times to a bit later. So instead of around 8 or 9 p.m. the start time, I'm gonna be starting at around maybe 9 or 10. Probably around 10. Because once I get home, I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a nap. And when I wake up, I'm probably gonna be awake at around 10 or 11 p.m. So around that time, if I'm awake, I probably won't be able to sleep. So I might as well stream. Then after stream, I'm gonna be doing some last minute, like, whatchamacallem? Some last minute tasks and stuff for, you know, class and uni. So yeah, spray Joshi. What the hell? Wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell, brother? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? What the fuck? Seriously though, what the fuck? Like, what the hell, man? What the hell you say, bro? Huh? What you say to me? Huh? What you say to me? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, moving on. So, Mike, you wanna hear my story on my classmate? Sure, why not? Like, you have to finish. The fuck, you have to finish school at 9 p.m. What are you from? Yeah, I think that's his thing. I am from the Philippines. I start at around 7 a.m. up until 6 p.m. That is my time. So around 13 to 14 hours, and that is not adding up the amount of time I take to wake up, go to school, and go back home. Cause trust me, traffic is horrible. Traffic is very bad. Okay, bye, Pranav. Bye, brother. Sorry, it's not exactly the most whatchamacallit. this isn't the most active stream I've ever had. This is just a just chatting stream because yesterday I was very tired. I was very tired, and I am still somewhat tired. My legs hurt because for those who are in the server, well, for those who are not in the server or are not updated in the server, I basically walked many way, a long way, a very long way, like more than. I pretty much just walked for around 3 hours, 40 minutes. I don't remember, but it's around that many hours, right? And if you walk that long without taking a break, it does things to you. It does things to your legs. So yeah. Well, on the first day of 11 or was it 12th grade, there was that one classmate that with one look you can tell it's trouble. 2 months go by. Oh. Okay, have a good lurk. Dex, have a good lurk, and also have a good eat food. Yes, good food. Have fun. Oh, what are you? What are you? You look cool. Oh, you're a nightmare. Oh, you're one of the nightmare. Oh, you look cool. Anyway, yeah. Continue the monitor. Continue. I'm listening. You started to not attend class until there was the exams. Obviously. Obvious. Yeah. And then. So am I just the only person who starts school at 6 a.m. and finishes at 9 p.m.? Probably. Are you done? Are you done with your screaming session, Pranav? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the scream. I should add. Never care to hydrate me or something. I don't know. Probably won't. I can hope, right? A man can hope. A man can hope that his people can hydrate him, right? Right? Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's right. Put the honey here, put that there, put it there, and put it there, put it there, and put it there. Put it there, and put it there. Why not? Food stays with me. Now then. Might you cut out your mic when silent for a bit? We ain't got no hydrate command? Yeah, we ain't got no hydrate command. My bad for my mic cutting out. Is it still out? Is my mic still out? I don't think so. This OBS is picking it up, so it should be good. Should be fine. It should be okay. Is it bad? Like, is it very bad? Is it bad? I think it's because of me dangling with the wires. Let me put that back there. There you go. It was probably the thing. Bye, Pranav, by the way. And he said I belong in this class, and he said I belong in this class, and the professor said that what he said what, and he looks at the attendance sheet and say, "What's your name?" He said it, and looked at the attendance and said, "So you're that kid." Bro, he didn't attend the entire semester. What the hell? There is something disgustingly wrong with that. Oh my god. That is not good. That is downright not good. Very not good. But did it get dropped out? Did it get dropped? I hope it got dropped. Hopefully it got dropped. But if he didn't get dropped, we're gonna have problems. Not like we don't already have problems. He has problems. A lot of it. A lot of problems. A lot of problems. Very much a lot of problems. Oh yeah. Fun times though. Fun times. Yeah, how long has it been since we started stream? 1 hour 37 minutes. We're almost there. Gotta keep track. Okay, I got something interesting to tell you that happened today. What did you do? What happened, brother? What happened? Tell me. Tell your dearest old Maki what happened to you. And then you got a warning to not do it again. Yeah, he should. If he didn't get a warning, that school sucks. He should get a warning to not miss an entire semester of classes. Because that's just fucked up. That is completely and unbelievably screwed up. My guy. My main man. That's not good. Very not good. But guess what? He did again and he didn't show up. The professor said he will get held back. Yeah, he should. If he doesn't get held back, I hope he gets freaking, whatchamacallit, expelled. Or dropped. Because that's just not something you do in uni. Or college. Or anything. It's not. It's really not. You don't do that. It's a waste of money. Money's not probably not even his. Yeah. So that's cool, right? I'm doing my work and someone keeps in my class, or someone in your class keeps saying brain rot terms and with your name, and they come up behind you and whisper it into your ears. What the fuck? Valid response, honestly. If someone randomly whispers into my ears, they will get more than a kick to the balls. Probably a broken arm. Probably a broken arm that I will not pay for. But yeah, do not randomly whisper to me, especially if you're a stranger. You will get your arm broken. Maybe your leg broken as well. But yeah. Moral of the story, don't whisper into anyone's ears. Okay? Only do it in VC because they have no choice. They're already listening with their ears in VC. So, yeah. Especially if they have headphones. It'll definitely be in, their ears. Excuse me. But yeah, where was I? I was gonna buy some electric organs, right? Gonna buy some electric organs. We'll make another power gen. And then I'm gonna make another thing, another fun little thing. Yeah, very valid indeed, because Jesus Christ, man. You are not surviving around me if you do that shit. Nuh-uh. Never. Never, never. Damn it, only 161. Jesus Christ, why is this thing so expensive? Anyway, whatever, fine. Just doing my work in my class knows don't mess with me unless you're my friends. And even the kid who did it knows it, and the teacher serves him right. Exactly! Exactly! Like, imagine you were so focused on your game in the middle of class, and suddenly the professor is just right beside you. Yeah. No. That's why I don't play games in class. Well, in face-to-face class. Online, you can just have the recorded version of class and then, look back on it, but yeah. Moral of the story, don't play games during class anyway, because you won't learn shit, unless you're good at self-studying. So yeah. Don't do that. That's not good. Very not good. Very, very much not good. Alright, so what powers are great for? Can be good support option with its abilities. Strong ice and fire dual type pilot can deal significant damage without dragon. Ice Giant type pilot can be effective in both offense and defense. I have a Chillette. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have a Chillette. It's weak against ice type attacks. I'm gonna look in Reddit. Bro, my teachers don't jump scare me or grab my shoulder when I'm working because yeah. Dude, that is just a very valid response, honestly. But you still gotta learn to control that shit, right? Violence is not a massive option these days, especially in a school type setting. Just not. It is just not. So yeah, not good. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. Then I'm gonna harvest a bunch of quartz in some place. Gonna put more food here first, because they're probably already starting to run out. There we go, they have more food. Alright, so Maki's still going to mow at November? We'll see, honestly, we will see. But I plan to, if finances allow me. But yeah, imagine just having this as a pet. Cute little guy. Look at that! Look at him with his little tongue! Look at his little tongue. You'll meet me at some point, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We will indeed see. Hopefully, you meet me when I'm not around my friends, because I don't want my name getting revealed just yet. So yeah, that's not good. What was I gonna do? Right, I was going to get some electric organs. That should be here. There we go. I'm gonna go hunting, and I'm gonna go get a bunch of quartz, because quartz is a necessity. That will go here. No, I can keep it a secret. It's still. Doesn't matter if you can keep a secret. Still my info. I don't want people accidentally revealing my info. So, if you do manage to meet me, I am gonna make my friends shut up for a little while. I'm not gonna be hanging around for long though, because I have plans for November. Like I'm not gonna be hanging around the con for too long. Me and my friends are gonna be going out as well, and we will probably be going to a karaoke spot. So yeah, fun times, fun times. We will see. Mao Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna tape their mouth. That's a good idea. That definitely doesn't violate any laws whatsoever. Oh. What this? Oh. Come on. Come on. Bruh. Come on. No. Come on, that's a bonus. Come on, 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 come on. No! You're not gonna kill me, little guy. You're not. You're just not gonna kill me. You're nowhere near having the capability of killing me. No, this is too much. It's probably a good game to get, because most of my friends got it. I mean, if you like these types of games, it's a very grindy game if you don't mess with the settings. There's a lot to do, honestly. It's very entertaining, but yeah, it's my kind of game. I don't know if it's everyone's kind of game. So we'll see. I don't think Natsu is Filipino. Yeah, I don't think Natsu is Filipino. Are you Filipino? Oh. I don't think you're Filipino, right? You're not. I don't think so. At least I'm pretty sure it's not Filipino. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Well, it doesn't really matter whether or not you're Filipino. It should be whether or not you're in the Philippines. What is MOA? MOA is basically, well, it's short for Mall of Asia. It's a whole, like, place. It's not just one specific mall. It's a whole place in the Philippines where there's a thing called the I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically an activity center where a lot of big cons are done. You know, they're hosted there. Those cons usually include like very famous people, like cosplayers and yada yada. People go from overseas to come here just to, you know, attend that. So yeah, fun times. Philippines, interesting place, honestly. Pretty decently interesting place. Memories. There we go. Now get away from that, right? Got him. Get another one just in case. Been Moa last Monday and damn it's so big and wide. That's what she said. That's what she said. And welcome back, Dex. Welcome back, welcome back. W man, seeing you back here. It's about it's gonna be almost 10 minutes before the end of the stream. You know what? Should we raid someone again? Should we raid someone? Are you guys gonna be active in their chat at the very least? If we raid someone, are you guys gonna be active in their chat? Please tell me you guys are gonna be active in their chat. Perfect, wonderful. Because it's kind of awkward, right? Even if you have a lot of viewership, it's kind of awkward to raid someone, but your raiders aren't exactly active on their chat. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. So I need y'all. I need y'all's help on this. Unfortunately, I'm going to sleep soon. Ah, shite. That's not good. Well, good for you, not good for me. But yeah. You can wait for... Yeah, we promote lurkers around here, though. Yeah, hopefully, though, some of us, maybe more, will be active on other people's chats. Because we don't know if they're really, you know, promotive of lurkers there. But yeah. They might get sad and shit, you know? Imagine it's your first raid, and the person who raided you doesn't even have active chatters. Like, come on. If you're gonna raid someone, at least cause a bit of chaos and havoc while you're at it. Right, chat? Right? Yeah. 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 I'm supposed to be gathering a bunch of quartz. It's time to duel. That's how it goes, right? The duel thing on Yu-Gi-Oh? Or is it Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Shall we spam the... Yeah, sure, I'm gonna make a raid message and you do that. Send that as well. Hold on, let me make the raid message now so we don't have to do it later. Since it's already around like 8 more minutes before we finally get to raid someone. After so long. But yeah. Maki. Raid. Oh wait, no. Void. No. Raid of the Void. There we go. Raid of the Void. So I am the god of the Void. Now then. That is y'all's raid messages. Use it wisely. And profoundly. You guys will expect a stream this Saturday. If you guys go to my channel and then go to the live tab, right? You are gonna see that I have another stream scheduled on Saturday. It is a peak collab with the one and only Ish, the person we have not collabed with in a long time. Ish, another VTuber called Radiance, another VTuber, well, a PNG tuber called Yuricom, and another, I think, PNG tuber? I'm not sure. I think he's a VTuber. I don't remember. Called Crit Myth. So yeah, We're gonna be streaming with them. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah. And the next week, around Saturday again, I might stream, but it'll be at daytime. I might stream daytime. I don't expect to have a lot of viewers around that time, but I'm gonna, stream around that time. So yeah. You're gonna be streaming with the same people, but Radiance is probably not gonna be there because she said she had plans and stuff. So yeah. Who knows? Time will tell. Time will tell. But yeah, that's basically my plan. And this coming Sunday or Monday, I'm gonna be uploading the first episode of season 2 of the Daikun Kaiju number 8 series. So yeah, that's a fun one. It's a fun one. And I'm gonna be continuing from there, and I'm gonna be doing more streams from now on. So yeah, Saturday. And I probably won't be able to be there then. Well, Saturday my time, not your time. So it's probably gonna be around Friday your time. But I don't know. I am the only one who sees Maki pulling some weird shit because the majority of collabs are. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that. I did not even notice that. And does Riddle do a lot of collabs with female VTubers? Like Comic Con? Saturday this week and Saturday next week will be, yeah. Yes, he does. Oh my god. I promise you, this is not intended. I promise you. This is really not intended. Like, genuinely, this is not intended. I did not intend for anything to go this way. Yes, trust me, trust me, trust me. Don't you trust your content creator, your favorite PNG, huh? Your favorite story teller, you know? Don't you trust those, right? Please? You guys trust me, right? Yeah, perfect. Believe me, always. Yeah, like legitimately, it's not. It is not planned for that type of shit to be happening to me. So, yeah, yeah. Genuinely, it really isn't planned. I just keep running into them. Yeah, yeah, you should definitely trust me. Anyways, what happened when the ad jumped me again? They're calling me like Beetle 2.0 or something because I'm doing collabs with mainly females. Shut up. There's another guy, okay, in the collab on Saturday. There's gonna be another guy, not just me. Okay, trust. Trust. Not a fuckboy. Trust me. The child of Kaguya Makino is not a fuckboy. He's a soldier, a god. Yes, 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 indeed, yes. Yes, indeed. Also, by the way, quick question. Should I do more of these just chatting streams? Well, mainly chatting streams. Should I do more of these, or do you guys like games as well? Yeah, sure, you ain't Makino, not trying to give Mama Makino more meaning. Yeah, no. Mama Makino is not gonna have any grandkids anytime soon. Not from me. Maybe from elder brother Makino. But not from Rinku Makino. Nope, not me. My love is games. And medicine. And also money. Don't we all love money? But yeah. I have 360. That should be enough. Alright. We spawn. Wait, how long has it been? Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna TP back to base. I'm gonna TP back to base. And then I'm gonna switch things. Switch screens, and yeah. Just chatting streams may start up a fire in Some people's hearts. Yeah, true. Who was it we used to call a fuckboy? Yeah, Benny. Yeah, it was Benny. It was Benny. Reg doesn't have the balls to be a fuckboy. Those will drop. Yeah, his balls will drop sooner than he becomes a fuckboy. Benny is the one and only main big fuckboy in the channel. So yeah. Bro's not even here and he's still catching strays. There we go. Because of controversial topics. Do I really make controversial topics? Give me an example of when I make controversial. Well, when I discuss controversial topics. Give me a good example. Ah, god damn it, you're right. That logic will never cease to persevere. God damn it! Fine. I'm the younger Benny. But I'm not Benny yet. Not yet. Nuh-uh. I refuse.
Yeah, boy.
No. Wrong version. There you go. Fun with that. Jesus Christ! Stop! You stop with that. Stop destroying my eardrums. Stop it. It is now 59. Alright, we shall. There we go. Just chatting! Now, while I find someone who we're gonna be rating. Watching your fuckboy arc, we all. No. Nobody knew. Ain't nobody know. No. Y'all did not know of anything of this that is happening. No. No, I am no fuckboy. I am no F-boy. No. That is controversially false information. Thou shalt not spread thy knowledge. Anyway, I'm gonna be finding someone to raid. So please do copy and paste the raid message and see that. Let me see that you have copy and pasted the raid message by pasting it in chat right now. We're gonna be raiding a certain someone that I haven't raided in a long time. No! I'm gonna mute the Chrome for a while because I don't want to get stricken, destroyed even by random bullshittery. All right, let's see what options we have. We have Briar. We have. Let's see who else is on. Let's see. Hold on, Chatterinos, hold on. I will catch up with chat a bit. Yes, Ready to Void. Yes. I'll tell this to Benny, the pink one. Hell no. Nobody knows a thing. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. No. She has a Twitch, right? Hold on, I'm still trying to find someone to raid. Also, make sure it ain't. You need to be subscribed for some. Right, my bad. Yes, I will. I will make sure. I will make sure of it. Don't worry. Worry not, my dear friends. Worry not. Worry not. I will make sure. Add. Let's see. Eva's online. Yeah, Eva is online. Ivy is not really a good option. Jean is also online. Does this one also have a Twitch? I hope they don't have a Twitch. Oh, they do have a Twitch. Shite! God, I'm trying to find people. Oh, she's not. They're not online on Twitch. Perfect. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. God damn it, these ads! I'm trying to see if you need to be subbed. High end. Welcome in, up here. What's up? All right. You know what? Let's flip a coin. Right? Let's flip a coin. We're gonna either be raiding John or Eva. One of the two. We'll be raiding John or Eva. We will see what will happen. Okay? Heads or tails, chat? Heads or tails? Heads or tails? You don't like Latinas? What the hell? Chat, new raid. No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Hats for John. Okay, hats for John. Alright. I'm gonna do OBS. Display capture. Go back to the game screen. Display capture. Alright. Flip a coin. Alright, flipping heads! We're landing on Joan. A person I have not rated before, so please do be nice to her. They're currently playing Left 4 Dead 2 with a friend of theirs, so you guys will have fun with that. Hold on. Shut up! First off, I'm not fond of women. Gay. Never mind. I'm sorry. No. Don't cancel me. Anyway. Jean. Okay. Again, this is a VTuber who is currently playing Left 4 Dead 2. She's not multi-streaming on Twitch. And she also has a Discord, so do check out her Discord if you so wish. And yeah. So, let me see the raid messages. Chatterinos, let me see the raid messages. Hey, no. Don't do that. Undo that. Undo. Oh, god damn it. Why are y'all doing this? Undo timeout. Undo timeout. That's not good. Do not exercise lethal force. Anyway, again, I got sidetracked. God damn all of you. Damn you! Anyway. There we go. For those who are new, please do join the Discord if you so wish. I know that there are lurkers around here. And become a member if you so wish again. And yeah, again, few reminders. I'm gonna start streaming more and more as time goes on, and I'm gonna be uploading more videos as well. And whatchamacallit. My videos are gonna be mainly around Thursday to the weekends, because I'm not really gonna be able to do Monday to Wednesday. And yeah, again, do support the person we're about to raid, called Jean Hamada. And yeah, she's currently a VTuber playing Left 4 Dead 2 collab. And yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming around for a while. And yeah, for being banned if we say that. Yeah, don't say the fuckboy chat. No, just do the raid of the void, okay? Please have mercy. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for listening. And I will be streaming again at Saturday, this coming Saturday around the same time. So thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Oh wait, hold on. That's not the end stream button. This is. Bye, chatters. Be nice, okay? Be nice, and don't use the fuckboy raid message, okay? Be nice, please, have mercy. Bye!